Zhao Jinmai and Song Weilong create a stir in Shanghai. Their chemistry has netizens excited. The atmosphere at the Shanghai Exhibition Center immediately felt different from usual, not just because of the glitz and glamour of the Miao Miao Tales and Tellers fashion show, but because of two names who quickly captured the attention of cameras and the public: Zhao Jinmai and Song Weilong. As soon as they stepped inside, the spotlight seemed to lock onto one spot, and the internet exploded before the event even began. Amidst the dazzling stage lights and the array of elite guests, Zhao Jinmai and Song Weilong's presence was more than just an ordinary appearance. There was something about the moment that made every camera automatically turn its direction, as if following an invisible magnet emanating from their interaction. Netizens called the moment a reality glitch, where the worlds of fashion and drama seemed to collide in the same space. What caused the most commotion wasn't just their harmonious appearance, but the way they stood side by side without any awkward distance. There was a natural, indescribable feeling, like two people who had been accustomed to sharing a space for a long time. Their brief glances, small smiles, and spontaneous movements became the subject of thousands of comments that appeared within minutes. It didn't take long for social media to become a sea of speculation. Video footage showing them looking at each other in a crowd went viral. Many noted that the energy between the two was too warm to be merely a professional relationship. Even some longtime fans expressed nostalgia for the dramas they once starred in together. At several moments, the camera captured Song Weilong slightly adjusting his steps to match Zhao Jinmai's. Such small details became the center of attention. For some, it was just normal social etiquette, but for fans, it was a meaningful silent language. Meanwhile, Zhao Jinmai appeared calm, yet expressive in a gentle way. Her smile wasn't overly exaggerated, but just enough to lighten the atmosphere around her. Many described her aura as that of a romantic drama character who had just stepped off the screen and into the real world. When the two paused for a photo session, the atmosphere grew even more heated. Their standing position, too close by formal standards, drew even more attention. Some photographers even appeared to be deliberately waiting for the moment of eye contact to occur, as if they knew it would be the content gold of the night. Behind the scenes, the reaction online was even more wild. Their short clip was immediately re-edited with romantic music, slow motion, and dramatic captions. Many wrote that they looked like a newlywed couple attending their first official event, even though there was no official statement to support this. Speculation grew even more when some fans noticed small details like the way they smiled at almost the same time. The synchronicity was considered too coincidental to ignore. However, some observers were more cautious, attributing it to the effects of professionalism in the entertainment industry. Regardless of all interpretations, one thing that cannot be denied is how the two managed to create global attention simply by their presence. There were no over-the-top stunts, no sensational statements, just a simple interaction framed by the camera and the public's imagination. Amidst the flurry of comments, a debate arose between fans who saw it as natural chemistry and those who dismissed it as a mere promotional strategy for a fashion event. However, this debate only made their names appear more frequently in trending topics. Interestingly, every time a new video is released, details that were previously overlooked are revealed. From the direction of their gaze, to their hand gestures, to the distance between their steps, everything is reanalyzed with an almost investigative intensity. Some longtime fans even relate these moments to their previous drama projects, saying that the vibe of the characters they portrayed still feels grounded in the real world. This blurs the line between acting and reality for viewers. Meanwhile, the fashion world continues to operate elegantly. Miao Miao, the organizing brand, remains the center of attention, but the public spotlight is clearly divided. Several international media outlets even wrote that the two stars managed to steal the stage without even trying. As the event entered its finale, the two were seen side by side again as they left the main area. There were no dramatic gestures, just calm steps that only heightened the tension. The camera followed them until the very last second. On social media, the narratives grew wilder. Some called this the beginning of a new era of on-screen couples living in real life, while others dismissed it as a mere coincidence amplified by the internet. Interestingly, however, neither Zhao Jinmai nor Song Weilong overreacted publicly. This calmness only fueled public curiosity, as no clarification or denial could quell the speculation. The wave of discussion persisted even after the event officially ended. In fact, when the stage emptied and the lights began to dim, the internet felt like a second venue, far more crowded than the Shanghai Exhibition Center itself. Each new video clip that surfaced rekindled the same discussion, as if the moment were living on an endless loop. Several pop culture observer accounts began to dissect the event more seriously. They highlighted how the interaction between Zhao Jinmai and Song Weilong wasn't just viral chemistry, but also an example of how modern audiences shape narratives from even the smallest gestures. In the digital age, a single glance can lead to hundreds of interpretations. Meanwhile, video editors on various platforms began competing to create reimagined versions of their moments. Some added romantic movie effects, others inserted Korean drama soundtracks, and even rearranged the sequence of events to make it look like the climactic scene of a series. All of this reinforced the impression that reality and entertainment are now increasingly difficult to distinguish. The Myo Myo brand itself was indirectly thrust into a wider spotlight. Although the event originally focused on the collection and the art of storytelling, the public was more concerned with the human dynamics within. This created an interesting phenomenon where the fashion show transformed into a stage for an unplanned social narrative. Some Asian entertainment media even referred to this as the screen couple echo effect, where two actors who had previously worked together bring traces of their characters into the public space. This made the audience feel like they were witnessing a continuation of the story, even though no script had been written for it. But not all reactions were romanticizing. There were also more rational voices who tried to remind us that the entertainment industry often creates the illusion of intimacy through camera framing, shooting angles, and the moments chosen for publicity. This perspective attempted to balance the euphoria prevailing on social media. Interestingly, the debate between the two camps actually kept their names on the trending topics for days. Each new argument served as additional fuel for the algorithm, which continued to reshare moments from the evening to a wider audience. Amidst all this, longtime fans dug into archives of previous projects that had brought Zhao Jinmai and Song Weilong together. They compared expressions, dialogue, and even gait in drama scenes with what was seen at the fashion show, as if searching for a common thread between fiction and reality. And as all the analysis, speculation, and editing continued to emerge, one thing became clear. The moment had transcended the boundaries of the show itself. It had become a digital cultural phenomenon that thrived on endless interpretation, with each person seeing a different story within the same scene. Ultimately, that night in Shanghai no longer belonged solely to two celebrities or a fashion brand, but to the public, who continued to rewrite its meaning. And as long as the cameras, commentators, and imaginations keep moving, the story will likely never truly end.